Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. It's Simply Destiny Unique here, and I'm here still in the same space of honoring Women's Health Month here this beautiful month of May. And I'm focusing on the women because women, whether we want the responsibility or not, we are the portals into this realm. All life comes through us. And because of that, our energy holds a very sacred space on how humanity is continued. So as we continue to find out who we are and to define ourselves and to deconstruct the definitions that have been given to us or placed on us by our male counterparts in many times, or under the pretenses of some type of religion or organized thought, as we begin to reclaim our femininity and reclaim our divinity and reclaim our own space in this planet, we begin to recognize that a lot of those definitions and a lot of those preconceived notions that have been put on us are definitely not in alignment with our full expression of womanhood. So I really want us to focus on that as the female expression of Mother Earth on this planet. What is it that we want to do? How is it that we want to be perceived? And how do we want to show up in this realm during this time? I understand that a lot of us are going through a lot. And some of us are able to take advantage of this time during the quarantine to deepen our connection to ourselves, deepen our connection to our family, deepen our connection to source or to spirit or whatever we have identified as sacred. But there are so many of us who are in a lot of mental turmoil, are in unsafe environments, are in very uncertain environments. And so I just want to send some special energy to you right now and let you know that you are in my heart and you are on my mind. And I am praying for clarity and I'm praying for resources, and I'm speaking resources to come to you in perfect ways under grace, that you will be able to navigate these turbulent times with power and resourcefulness and strength to get to the other side a brighter and better and whole being. So I'm sending you that energy, and I really hope that you receive it and know that you are not alone. And those of us who are able to use this time as a time to regroup and to restore ourselves, I pray that you just think of our sisters who are really struggling right now and just send them some positive energy. And if you can send them something tangible, please do that, whether it's clothes, food, money, support, whatever it is that you can do. If we can come together and help our sisters in need, I'm asking for you to do that. But there's one thing that we can do no matter where we are, and that's breathe. Center ourselves, center our spirits, and allow ourselves to connect to our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. Because when we are able to do that, a lot of times we receive messages from our divine beings, our ancestors, our angels, whatever you want to call them, the people who watch over us and who have been guiding us thus far, the spirits, the energies, the beings that have been guiding us thus far. When we are able to just sit and be still and breathe, we allow ourselves an opportunity to hear those messages. And many times they give us clues and tools and instructions to help us get from point A to point B. So when we talk about breathing, a lot of times we speak about mindful breathing, especially in the yoga community or the conscious community. We say mindful breathing, but that's a term that some people are not very familiar with, or they don't really know what that means. Like, I'm gonna think about my breath. Like, I don't want to think about my breath. Breath is something that happens without me thinking about it. Now you're telling me to think about it. I would like to reframe the term mindful breathing more into a full and complete breath. When we say take a deep breath, because most of us are operating in fight or flight most of the time, and our sympathetic and our parasympathetic system are like this, constantly battling. We really need to understand that a lot of times we are not in relaxed mode, and we need to be intentional in order to get there, until we're able to make that our normal. America specifically is not set up, especially if you're not wealthy or from a privileged class or sector of people. A lot of times you're not able to really experience true relaxation. Even when you go on vacation, it's not relaxing when you're working class, because you're still doing everything. And then even when you're going on vacation with your children, it's really not very relaxing. The experience is beautiful because you get to go to another space, another location. The experience is great, but it's not relaxing. So we have to become more intentional and redefine self-care, right? Really, in America, self-care is about how drunk you can get, how high you can get, how isolated you can get. But what are you doing to really practice self-care? Learning practices that really stimulate your nervous system in a good way, re-nourish you, that help to soothe the lymphatic system, right? Really help to balance out your hormones, balance out your body, help your brain to calm down. You don't always need chemical support in order to do that. Pharmaceuticals, drugs, alcohol, whatever. You don't always need chemicals in order to achieve that. Sometimes they come in handy, but they're not always necessary. So I would like to encourage you to learn different techniques, whether it's lymphatic massage, Reiki, maybe just oiling your skin down, lying in the bed nude, allowing yourself to really connect to your skin and your body. So we're going to do something that I was taught. It's called a complete breath. So sitting up tall, you're going to sit up tall in a chair, or you can do this lying down, whatever is most comfortable for you. But if you're sitting up like I am, you're going to place your feet on the floor. You're going to bring your hands to your thighs, palms up toward the ceiling. You're going to relax those shoulders. And as you inhale through the nose, I want you to really pay attention to your breath. So let's take a deep breath. And exhale all the way out. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. When you took that deep breath, did the belly go in when you took your inhale, or did it come out? Let's try it again. Deep inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, the belly should expand, the diaphragm should expand, the rib cage should expand, and as you exhale, the belly will come in. So if you're inhaling and the belly goes out and the chest goes like this, it goes up, you're taking a very shallow breath. Those types of breaths are not going to help you relax. They're actually going to heighten your senses and make you a little nervous or anxious. So I encourage you to take complete breaths where you're inhaling through the nose, feeling that diaphragm, you feel the rib cage go out, and the chest is going to slightly tilt up once you fill those lungs with air. And then when you exhale all the way out, you're going to draw that navel in toward the spine or towards center. The navel cannot hit the spine, right? But we're just imagining or feeling the sensation as if it could. So you're squeezing that diaphragm in as you're emptying the air all the way out. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine that you're fogging up a window. So, but instead of having your mouth open when you do that, I want you to close your mouth. That sound always reminds me of the ocean, and I'm a water sign. I love the water. And so when I hear that water, that sensation, like that wave sound is very reminiscent of a wave. It's very centering for me. So let's practice that again. Deep inhale. Holding at the top of the breath as the chest lightly lifts, and exhaling all the way out. Again, deep inhale. And exhale all the way out to the end of the breath. Last one, deep inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. So now I'm going to invite you to practice that. Practice that every day. Like when you wake up in the morning, if you can just spend 5 minutes practicing that complete breath of recentering yourself, allowing yourself to reconnect to your breath, your mind, your body, your spirit, allowing that life force energy to move through you. It feels so good. And it really is rejuvenating. It is something that you can do anywhere on the planet, in any situation that I can think of. You can allow yourself to connect to your breath, your mind, your body, and your spirit. And the longer you're able to do that, the more centered you become, and then you become available to listen. Listen to not just the humans that are buzzing all around you, things in this realm, but you can hear the spirit of the universe. It has a voice. We are all connected. We're all connected to this original spirit, this source, this life force that have existed since the beginning of time, right? That existed with the cosmos, that existed when there was only organic dark matter. This being, this energy, this life force has existed, and it speaks in different ways and different ways for different people. But you have to connect to yourself, which is connecting to the source. So try the breaths, try doing it in the evening, once in the morning and in the evening. Let me know how it works for you. This is the video on the complete breath, and we'll do some more breathing exercises. This is in honor of Women's Health Month again, because it is important, sisters, for us to be connected and in tune, so we can continue to help bring more balance to the planet. Ashe and namaste.